Hey guys, welcome back to my channel if you guys are new here. Hi, my name is Sydney. I film cruelty-free beauty videos. In today's video, we're going to talk about how I'm going to pan eyeshadow in 2020. So if you guys watched my 2019 project pan, you saw that I tried to pan the e.l.f. Mad for Matte 2 palette and it didn't go so well. So I actually only managed to hit pan on 3 shades, and even that was really a struggle for me. I was just getting really bored using the same palette over and over again, and I felt like I just totally lost interest and lost motivation about halfway through the year. Thankfully, in the last couple months of the year, I was able to kind of get back into it and accomplish at least those 3 pans. But again, I just didn't really enjoy the process. So I did do a video a couple months ago asking you guys for your input on what palettes I should pan in 2020, or what palette should be my pan that palette in 2020. You guys gave me lots of great feedback, and I can link that video down below if you guys are interested in watching that one if you didn't catch it the first time. But based on that feedback and some research that I've been doing into other kind of panning systems, I have come up with today's video. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to call this because it was actually inspired by 2 different projects. The first one being pan those eyeshadows, and the person who I saw do this project is a beauty guru made me do it. Her name is Paula. She is absolutely wonderful. If you guys enjoy panning, you have to check her channel out. That's all she posts about, and I will link her channel down below. But I believe the premise of that is it pan those eyeshadows or pan in every palette? No, I can't remember. I think it's pan those eyeshadows, but I think she has like a group of 5 palettes, and there's 1 shadow in each palette that she really wants to hit pan on, and she's been working on it for like I think a year at this point. And she's just really focusing on those shadows in the palette. She's not trying to tackle the entire palette. So I took some inspiration from that, and then I also took some inspiration from Sarah Rose's eyeshadow roulette series, and I'll of course link her down below as well. In that series, she uses a random number generator to pick out 5 different shadows every single month, and she focuses in on using those. I'm not sure if she really uses this as a way to pan her eyeshadows, more so just as a way to kind of rotate through her collection and come up with new color combos that maybe she wouldn't have before. But that's kind of where I drew my inspiration for this project, so I'm not really sure what I'm going to title this video because I feel like it's a hybrid between the 2, because I want to take the best of both worlds from those 2 projects. So here's my plan for right now. This of course may change throughout the year because I haven't really even started doing this project yet. I'm not really sure how it's going to work for me, but I want to select 1 palette and 1 single shadow. So this could mean a super shock shadow, a cream shadow, a liquid shadow, just a regular single powder shadow, anything like that. And I feel like I'm also going to include like a single eyeshadow palette for like my palette option one of the months, because I've been itching to dive back into my singles. But I would like to pick out a shadow from a palette and a single shadow and really focus on those throughout the month. And for me, this is going to be how I make progress on shadows. I know that it'll be really difficult to actually hit pan in a shadow in just 1 single month, but you guys, I have so many eyeshadow palettes in my collection. I feel like as long as I'm making some progress on that shadow and I'm getting a lot of use out of it, I will be satisfied. But I'm going to focus on those 2 shadows for a month, come back, update you guys on my progress, and then pick 2 new shadows for the next month. And I plan on doing this all throughout 2020, and then as long as it works well for me, and then reevaluating how this is working for me at the end of the year and decide whether I'm going to continue on with this or change it up for 2021. So let's hop into my choices for this next month. So you guys, I finished filming that video last night, and I went to go edit it last night, and I realized that I either didn't press record or I don't know what happened, but I did not share the eyeshadows that I picked to focus on for this next month. So I wanted to hop into that today just very quickly. But this first shadow was absolutely a no-brainer. As soon as I thought that I wanted to do this project, I knew that I wanted to include this shadow at some point, and that is the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Weenie. I did see a close-up picture of this yesterday. I mean, not that it matters because I haven't used it yet, but you guys will be able to see really close up what my progress is right now. This is one of my favorite shades to wear every single day. It's so easy, it's so mindless. Literally, I just slap this all over my lid. I can even smudge it on the lower lash line and just run out the door. It's just beautiful, so pretty, and I'm really looking for everyday shades to put into this little project, because realistically, I don't wear blue eyeshadow every day. I wear blue eyeshadow probably a couple times a month, so realistically, I probably could not make real progress on that, but with something like this, I feel like I definitely could make some real progress with that. And I'm kind of picking my palette with those same thoughts in mind. find. So this month's palette is going to be Give It To Me Straight from ColourPop. I just really like this color story. I think it's really beautiful and very everyday friendly. And the shade that I'm picking specifically to work on is this shade right here, which is called Downright. Again, I'll insert a close-up right here so you guys can really see where I'm at progress-wise. It's just kind of a nice rosy taupey shade. I think it pairs really, really beautifully with Weenie. It has some unexpected warmth in there that I wouldn't expect from a shade like this, but the two pair absolutely beautifully together. As I said, I'm mostly focusing on this shade right here, Downright, but I would like to just get more use out of this palette in general. But I feel like if I were to say, okay, I want to try to pan this whole palette for, I mean, a month wouldn't be enough time to pan a palette, but I feel like by just saying, oh, I'm just going to use this one shade, it'll encourage me to pull out this palette more and get some more use out of it and make more progress on it overall. So that's kind of where my thoughts are at with this one. I don't think there's an outro in the footage that I already have, so I'm going to do another outro really quick right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you're curious to see how this series goes and how this kind of method of panning goes for me, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. As I said, I will be doing monthly updates, so in a month's time I'll come back and share my progress on these two shadows and pick out my new shadows for the next month. I'm really, really excited to see where this project takes me, and I just want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Thank you for taking some time out of your day to hang out on my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!